A Saturday night from my humble abode, starting things off from the office on the hardwood as opposed to football on a Saturday. Game one of the Battle of I-10 on the basketball court between UTEP and New Mexico State tonight from the Pan American Center in Las Cruces. The very first for new UTEP head coach Joe Golding as head man of the Miners. There he is going up against his old pal from the junior college circuit, Chris Jans. New Mexico State 7.5-point favorites in this one, but UTEP came out showing a lot of fight. Jamal Bienemy, a changed guard under Joe Golding. Early on, that cuts it to a 4-point game, but New Mexico State closing the half strong. That's Teddy Allen. Teddy Buckets, get familiar with him. He's the transfer in from Nebraska. He cans it from beyond the arc. That extends the lead to 6. And then UAT A-Lock, old school, Alcindor-esque, off the hook shot, halftime score 35-30 New Mexico State. But a 12-0 run from NMSU midway through the second really put separation. There's Johnny McCants getting a nice dish from Jabari Rice, and then Rice cleaning up the trash himself off an Allen miss free throw and one. That was a 4-point swing for NMSU. Couple possessions later, Aggies up by 15. Check that, 18. Largest lead of the game. Three-pointer from the corner, courtesy of Donnie Tillman. UTEP fought late, but never got as close as 6. That final score there. 77-71 the final. It goes to NMSU. Round one, it does. Not much of a surprise to those who cover both those teams. NMSU bringing back a lot of experience on offense and defensive side of the ball. UTEP still trying to find their footing under Joe Golding. But the rivalry it was. Adrian Ochoa there at the Pan American Center to break it all down. Game one of this rivalry, Adrian, for Joe Golding. You had a front row seat. Talk to me.
Yeah, Joe Golding called it leading up to this game that rebounding was going to be key. You couldn't afford to lose the rebounding battle to NMSU and Chris Jans, and that's exactly what happened. The Miners losing the battle on the glass, NMSU with 38 rebounds on the night, UTEP with 29. So NMSU, you look at them, they're gelling right now. The chemistry they found, whereas on the UTEP side of the ball, they're still trying to find their identity under head coach Joe Golding, the new head coach, new guy in town. But his first rivalry game here at the Battle of I-10, here in the Pan Am Center, was definitely one to remember. And Joe Golding isn't afraid to give credit where credit is due.
People think New Mexico State's had success for a long time. The hard thing is to sustain success. And I think Jans has elevated this program, and that's tough to do. So we have the utmost respect for him. And I thought our guys competed. We've been on this journey for 6 months, and they've been on this journey a heck of a lot longer.
I saw a lot of guys picking each other up, after I got on them or they made a bad play. A lot of their teammates were helping them and get through it and keep their head up, and it was happening in the locker room if guys didn't play as well as they wanted. And so far so good.
Yeah, so far so good indeed. As far as the crowd, Nate, didn't get an exact number, but NMSU did say more than 8,000 people were here in attendance at the Pan Am Center. And I got to tell you were here too, Nate. Not very many UTEP fans. It was all crimson all over the place with the NMSU fans. Only a little specks of orange in the crowd tonight. But for now, as you mentioned, these teams will do it all over again in less than a month, December 3rd, at the Don Haskins Center. For now, they'll head their separate ways. UTEP will host Northern New Mexico on Tuesday, whereas NMSU, Myrtle Beach, they're heading to the Myrtle Beach Invitational, where they'll take on Davidson in the first round. That one will be on Wednesday. For now, live from the Pan Am Center, Adrian Ochoa, ABC7. Nate, back to you.
Adrian, that's right. That's why we got to wear neutral colors, my man. That's why I'm in the greenage, the green sweater. Getting to be holiday season. Got to be festive out there. Get home safe there, Adrian.